Are you actually a morning person or have been forced to become one?
No, I'm actually a morning person. I used to not be a morning person. I used to hate waking up early and I used to stay up late. But I think just like it makes more sense to get up early. And then living where I live now, I get to see the sunrise every single morning. So the sun wakes me up and that's like the best way in my opinion. So I've naturally just became a morning person and I go to bed super early. Like most nights I'm in bed by 9 o'clock and I'm up by, 5:36 every day.
What's the first thing you do when you start working every day?
First thing I do when I start working every morning is I get to my computer, I look at my emails, make sure there's nothing crazy, and then I look at the stock market because everything that I do in my business is tucked away and put into my investments. So that way one day I don't have to work and I can just live off of that. So those are the two things I focus on, which is my business, make sure there's nothing there that's super important, and then my personal.
What's one business habit you have that would probably drive other people crazy?
I try to be instant response. Like I'm a big proponent and just answer your phone, just respond back as fast as you can. And I don't think everybody can operate like that. I think it's kind of chaotic. And at times it is because it's very reactive to other people's needs. But at the same time, I think that's part of what's made me successful is being the guy that answers the phone.
What's the best purchase you've ever made for yourself?
I guess I think of two purchases. So the first purchase I ever made was, well, not the first purchase, but the best purchase I ever made for myself was one that got me the biggest ROI. So I bought a couple of homes and I think the second home that I bought was, I had, damn near 100% return on investment. So I thought that was pretty good. And then as far as for fun, I think the best thing I ever bought for myself personally, just to enjoy my life, was a boat. And I think that will always be the case. I'm a boat guy through and through.
What's something people assume about you that's completely wrong?
I don't know. What do people assume about me? I have no idea. I don't think too much about what other people think about me unless it comes down to a business deal. And do they think that I'm a good guy to work with? I think the answer is always yes. I think I would work with me. I would be a good guy to partner with. So what do I think people assume about me? I have no idea. What do you think people assume about me?
I think that you are very straightforward with stuff and people might get intimidated sometimes. But I feel like that doesn't leave aside the fact that you are a really good person. You're not a boss that only operates from the mechanical side. You tend to be very caring. So I think sometimes people might get intimidated by you. I don't know if that answers the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that. I guess when it comes to most things in life, I am very straightforward with. I'm going to ask you the direct question, I don't have any good examples, but basically I'm going to cut straight to the chase. If you're trying to sell me something, cut to the pitch. If you're trying to explain something, cut to the end. And I'm the same way. I just want to know the answer and that's it. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know the details in between. I'm not a big detail guy. I'm a big picture guy. And so I think that gets mistaken for being cold or harsh at times. But really, I just want to understand. And I'm a pretty fast learner, so I ask a couple of questions, get to the point. I want to know. I don't know. I'm just a straightforward dude. You ask me a question, I'll give you the answer. I'm a terrible liar, so when people ask me stuff, I have to kind of tell them the truth. Because I either have to be look, I don't want to tell you, or I'll just tell you the answer.